Good day, class. You are welcome to Global Kids Academy. Mr. Femi Adekogmo. So, with fraction. Now, as we can see, we have three outlines here. The first is the meaning of fraction, and the second, the parts of fraction, and the third is writing fraction in word form. All right, let's start with the meaning of fraction. What is fraction? A fraction is a part or division of a whole. I repeat, a fraction is a part or division of a whole. Just simple as that. Now, further explanation, it is the division of a whole number, an object, or shape into smaller equal parts. Again, it is the division of a whole number, an object, or shape into smaller equal parts. And we have an example here: 1 over 2, 5 over 7, 12 over 5, and 9 over 7. Good. Now let's proceed into the parts of fraction. Now, learn this, that fraction are split into two parts. And the first one is numerator, and the second one is denominator. I repeat, the first is numerator, and the second is denominator. Now, what is numerator? Numerator simply means is the upper part of a fraction. Now, if you can see, a fraction is split into two parts, one at the top and the other below. Now, the upper part of a fraction is called numerator, while denominator means this is the lower part of a fraction. Now, let's treat an example. From our example above here, we have 5 over 7. Good. Now, this 5 here, the number 5 here, is our numerator because it's at the top. And you can see that numerator is 5. While the 7 here, which is the one below, is also our denominator. So, who can also give me an example? Okay, between these 12 over 5, which one is our numerator there? Okay, 12. Very good. And which one is our denominator? 5. Very good. I love that. All right, let's move to the writing of fraction in word form. We have an example here, which is 2 over 3. Now, there's a rule that guides this principle, which states 2 must always take word form. That is, our 2, which is our numerator, must always be in word form. Now, word form in the sense of ONE1, TWO2, THREE3, and the likes, in which we have. So, while the denominator, which is our 3, must always take a position form. For instance, when you want to call 1 in its position form, you call it first. When you want to call 2, 2, you call it second. Now, when you want to call 5 in its position form, you call it what? Fifth. Good. So, and the like, when you have 21, you call it 21st. So, and that goes on like that. But now there is a little restriction towards this. And the restriction is just only 2. That is, whenever you have your denominator to be 2 or 4, then it won't be called the normal position form in which we are used to. For instance, in its position form, you have 2 to be second. No, it is very wrong for you to call it second. You call it half. Now, for instance, let's look at 1 over 2. 1 over 2, 1 in its normal word form is ONE1. While now in its position form for 2, it is called half. So calling them together, it becomes 1 half. It can also be called a half because it has to do with 1. Do we understand? Right. Now, the second one is 1 over 4. We know our 1 is the same 1 over 1, ONE1. But for instance, let me just, in case we have here to be 3. Now, meaning that here will be changed. So what will it become? Okay, 3. Thank you very much. So it will be THREE, 3. Good. So we have 3 over 4 as another example. Now when you look at this, you see that 3 here, which will take a word form, will be called THREE 3, while the denominator taking a position form, which is 4, we take quarter. So calling them together, it forms 3 quarter. Do we understand? Right. So let's treat some two and likes, whereby we have half. So 1 is shaded. The shaded part is 1/2 out of 2. So 1 out of 2 is colored, so making it 1 over 2. So now let's move to some examples here that I have noted. Taking the first one, which is 5 over 2, 5 we take a word form which is FIVE 5, while 2, which we have explained previously that 2 will become halves. Now when you compare these 5 halves and 1 half that we have before, we notice that there is VES here, that is, the half here we change to its plural form of half. Now, making it 5 halves. Good. Now let's proceed. We have 7 over 4. 7 over 4 changed to 7 quarters. 9 over 24 changes to 9/24. Now you can see that here now 4 is applicable, but it is not just ordinary 4, it is 24. So it is very wrong for you to start saying 20 quarter. No, because it doesn't stand alone. So 24 we change to its position form 24th. Now the number 4 question, we have 5 over 12, which is 5/12. The next one, 12 over 22, we have 12/22, not 12/20 half. Please, are we getting it? So, because this one too, there is an attachment, it is 22, not 2. So if it is only 2 here, then you can call it half. But since it is 22, it's time 22nd. Good. And the last one here, we have 15 over 21, which we have written here 15/21. So thank you very much. So we have an activity here that we have to practice at home. And the first question here is showing us to identify the numerator and denominator of the following. The first one, 2 over 7. As we've rightly known that 2 over 7, the 2 here is the one at the top and 7 is the one below. So what do we call it in fraction term? The second one, 5 over 4. Third one, 14 over 5. So tell me what is supposed to be here on its part and what's supposed to be here. Thank you. So, alright, for the part B, complete the table below. So 19/3. So for you to write 19/3 in its figure form, how is it going to be written? Thank you. And the last one is 6 quarters. So 6 quarters, change 6 quarters to its figure form. How are you going to write? That we are going to do at home. So till we meet next week, I remain your humble teacher, your maths teacher, Mr. Femi Adekogmo. So stay safe, stay cool, and do your work.